welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor and today we're doing TBR prompts. Pick my October TBR. But before we hop in the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you love all things books. I have added some books to my physical TBR this time around, but seeing as I think this is the first month in a long time that I think I'm actually going to finish my full TBR that I picked up for the previous month, I think I can justify that. It is currently September something, 18th, 19th, something around that. I have lost track of the days, frankly, but it's about a week before you're going to be seeing this video officially out, and as of right now, I only have 2 books left to finish. One is my audiobook for Hamlet, and the other one is Three Dark Crowns, and you'll have seen a lot of the other books on my TBR this month in reading vlogs, which will have come out before this video, and they'll be linked somewhere on the page. But in the month of October, we are officially at the height of spooky season. It is Halloween month. I have a few reading vlogs in mind, so that is what we are going to take in to picking out our prompts. If you are new to this channel, I pick out 6 prompts from my little Taylor Swift cup here, and from those 6 prompts I try to pick 4 physical books off of my physical TBR and 2 Kindle books, because we like to make it through both of those TBRs. And so I guess without further ado, let's hop into picking out this month's TBR. Alright, like always, there's probably going to be some of these prompts that maybe repeat because I just put in prompts with, because I just put in the new prompts with the old prompts, so we'll see. You might see some repetition here. A book that features multiple POVs. We love a multiple POV book. Leave your comments down below. Do you prefer like a one-person POV, or do you prefer like all the POVs, or do you just prefer like maybe dual POV? Alright, number 10, we got fake dating. Fake dating is in fact one of my favorite tropes, and I'm excited to find me a fake dating book. Plus, I've been in a romance mood, so that's going to lend itself. I love it. I put in a year choice, and I pulled a year choice, so that is just up to me. Like, what do you want to read? What do you want to read next month? Okay. Alright, and then prompt number 4 is same color as your shirt. Well, I'm not wearing a shirt right now. I'm wearing a dress, but we're going to be looking for red or maroon, burgundy, brick-colored things, or maybe we can find something with yellow. We'll see. So that one I'll peek around for. Number 5, continue a series. Well, you know I'm in the middle of a lot of series, and a lot of things could fill that prompt right there. And then the last prompt for this month is going to be mystery thriller. Oh my god, it's like it knew it was October for me. Okay, mystery thriller. Well, I barely have any mystery thrillers on my physical TBR, so that'll be easy to pick out. So let's go over to the TBR shelf. This is what the TBR shelf is looking like right now, minus the 4 books that I bought yesterday that I've yet to put on here. But the first book is going to be easy to pick out because I've been wanting to knock this book off my shelf for a hot second, and that is Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Frida Abike Aimide. This is the same author of Ace of Spades, which is one of my favorite mystery thrillers, and this is a mystery thriller following a bisexual lead, and what more could I ask for? So this satisfies our mystery thriller prompt. Fake dating, also another easy prompt, The Fake Dating Game by Timothy Janowski. You know I love this author for his queer romances, and this was his first book that he released with Afterglow, and I have yet to read it. So I'm curious to see, because I've kind of read his earliest work and his latest work, so I'm kind of curious to see where the spice levels fall in the middle, because they have changed up. They got progressively spicier the more he wrote, especially as he joined Harlequin. So this one's cute, plus love a good romance. Then I pulled 4 books that fit the sort of same color as your shirt, or in this case, dress vibe. So Girl of My Nightmares, this is the second book in the Anna Dressed in Blood duology. It's a YA horror novel, and I like to recommend this one, and I recommend it in my fall recommendation series, because Anna Dressed in Blood, while I wouldn't say it's anything mind-blowing, I feel like if you're a Scooby-Doo lover, I feel like you would like that. The Severed Thread is the sequel to the Bone Spindle. It is essentially like fairy tale retellings. We have a queer sapphic character in there also. Does it solely fit? It's a little more orange than red, but it kind of has that darker tone in it. Thieves' Gambit I just added to this one. I picked this one up because it was giving like Leverage Redemption vibes, which is one of my favorite shows. So could be on there. And then we have An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. I don't know too much about this. All I know is that everyone raves about it. So I think honestly I could pick either of these for continue a series. So I don't know if I want to pick those now. I think I'm going to go with Thieves Gambit by Kavion Lewis. So this month may be a bit of a mystery thriller vibe. These are 5 options for continuous series. So I added in the Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang. I feel like R.F. Kuang I have to be in the mood for because it feels like emotional devastation is coming. Then Every Gift a Curse by Caroline O'Donoghue. So given the thought of what I want to do for some of my reading vlogs this month, Girl of Nightmares and Every Gift a Curse would really work, and both of them would finish out series for me. However, I feel like it's been a long time coming to pick Every Gift a Curse because I've been reading on this series since my beginning on BookTube and Book Talk, so I feel like Every Gift a Curse is our winner for Continue series. So, for our leftover prompts, we have multiple VOVs and your choice. So, ooh, okay. I don't know if I have something that I know for sure is multiple POVs. Okay. Let's see. Let's go with the year choice. So, for me, my year choice, just because I've been kind of yearning to get back to this series, it's been on the top of my head. So, I'm going to pick Glow of the Everflame by Penn Cole. Now, this one may also fit a prompt that is going to go into like a reading vlog this month, but this is the second book in a series. The first book wasn't necessarily like astounding to me, but everyone says you must get to the next book. So now I'm going to, well, I don't need to do this. I know exactly what I'm going to choose for multiple VOEs because it was recently announced that Chestnut Springs is becoming a TV series. So I'm like, well, I need to finally finish the last book. So the final prompt or final book that we're going to add on here for multiple VOEs is Hopeless by Elsie Silvers. Oh, we seem to be finishing out book series this month, and I'm very happy. I feel like we have a nice, diverse group of books that we picked for October to read, and I'm just gonna say some of these have really been on my radar recently. So, for a book for a continuous series, we have Every Gift a Curse. This is the final book in the Gifts trilogy. It is a YA witchy series. YA witchy fantasy series centered around tarot card magic, and in this one you are following Maeve. It is set in Ireland, I'm pretty sure it's set in Ireland. Maeve essentially discovers that she has a connection to the tarot card magic when she does a reading on her ex-best friend, and then her ex-best friend just magically disappears. And this one does feature queer characters, queer side characters, and there's a little romance in here. It does deal heavily with religious trauma, so do keep that in mind. I will say, as I have sat with this series over time, I don't think I would rate it as highly now as I once did, but I thought for an intro to YA fantasy, this one might be a good series. Plus, witches, autumn, feels right. Next up, we have Thieves Gambit by Kavion Lewis. Now, I recently added this to my TBR because, again, I'm obsessed with the show Leverage, and I felt like this one was giving thieves and everything. I don't know much about it, according to this, what the back says. 17-year-old Rosalind Ross Quest is a member of one of the world's most renowned families of thieves, so she excels at picking locks and memorizing blueprints, but making friends, not so much. Ross knows better than most that it's lonely at the top, and though she would miss the thrill of the heist, she wants out of the family business in the worst way. But just as she's planning her escape, a job goes horribly wrong and her mother is kidnapped. To save her, Ross enters the Thieves' Gambit, a globe-trotting competition that brings together the world's best thieves to pull off increasingly daring and dangerous heists for the tantalizing prize of one wish for anything at all. Okay. Loving it. Sounds like I'm going to have a great time with this one. Next up for fake dating, we picked The Fake Dating Game by Timothy Janowski. Obviously, I love this author. He does queer, gay romances. It's a short, quick romance. I'm quite sure it's it's taking the trope of reality TV and dating shows to this one. Plus, I recently just watched The Wrong Paris, so I feel like this would be fun. I love fake dating, and I love Timothy Janowski, so you know what? I always this one will work its way out as a good, palate cleanser romance, I feel. Then for our mystery thriller pick, we picked Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Frida Abike Aimide. This is the author of Ace of Spades. This has been on here for a hot second. I know everyone says that compared to Ace of Spades, this is not their favorite thriller from this author, but I'll be the judge of that. I know that it's boarding schools, bisexual lead, and some sort of mystery murder situation. So I'm curious. I wonder if it'll touch on some social topics like Ace of Spades does, but we'll find out. Then for my multiple POVs picks, we picked Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This is the final book in the interconnected standalone series for Chestnut Springs. I know we're following Bo and I believe Bailey, and I think Bailey is the bartender in town whose family doesn't have a great reputation, and she feels like her family's reputation follows her around. And Bo, he's dealing with a lot. He's dealing with PTSD that we've learned about over the past few books, and he's like, well, if you marry into my family, we'll get to determine whether reputation was really affecting how people perceived you, because he is the son of one of the most popular families in town, like one of the most beloved families. So there's a little marriage of convenience there. I know everyone says this is not their favorite book in the series, but I historically tend to love a good end to an interconnected standalone series. So I would like to read this. Plus, if we're making a series out of it, I think Netflix picked it up, might as well finish her off. And then lastly, for my choice, I could have picked a whole lot of things. I chose Glow of the Everflame by Penn Kolb. I know this is a chunker of a novel. It is the sequel to Spark of the Everflame. I don't know how many books are in this series, but in this series you're following Diem Bellator, and she lives in a world divided between humans and fae. The fae have powers related to what their ancestors had and the land that they live on. In this case, Diem lives in a land where the Fae have power over light and dark, or light and shadows. And Diem has been raised her whole life as a human, and she's been raised not to like the Fae because the Fae essentially keep the humans in poverty. But lots of things start to transpire when her mother disappears, and she was the healer to the Fae King. So Diem is now charged with taking that responsibility forward, and lots of romance, political aspirations, and questions about who she really is takes over. So I'm curious to see how I feel about this. If I don't like Glow of the Everflame, then I'm just going to get rid of Sparkle of the Everflame because it's not my favorite. But if I do like it, then I may collect the series. We'll see. But those are all the books that I picked for the month of October. It is a diverse bunch, and Halloween is my favorite holiday, so I'm excited. Some of the reading vlogs that I have planned for this next month have me chomping at the bit to get started on them, but I've got like another week before I start filming those. So let me know what you're planning on reading the month of October. What are you most excited to see me talk about? And I will see y'all in the next one.